This woman, she already had some kind of masculine features, like deeper voice, deeper whatever. She decided to be a man because she wanted to see how men were treated. Not sex change, an experiment. She ended up killing herself after like a year and a half of this because she said she was treated so horribly by women that she couldn't even believe that this is how men lived. And I was like, no fucking way. But I can see it. I can see that you guys don't speak up. You don't say the things that we need to hear because you want to love us, you want to support us, you want to be there for us, but you guys are supposed to be, you're supposed to be the strong one. Yeah. You're supposed to be these things, and yet we've been fighting to be your equal, fighting to be the alpha, fighting to be, and out of kindness, you guys are stepping back, but it's a losing war for both of us.
I wanted to make friends with men. I wanted to know how male friendships work from the inside out. It blew me away the first time I shook hands with a guy, a strange guy, and I was amazed because you think of women, you know, we're so nice, we're so easy, men are so mean. Complete opposite.
About 2.5 years ago, there was a woman named Nora Vincent that was trying to prove that women have harder lives than men. So she dressed up as a man and went out in the world and interacted with women. Long story short, she killed herself because she realized that women are just so fucking mean. Like, I'm sorry, that's not a surprise. That's just a fact.
Nora, as Ned, also went on about 30 dates with women, mostly arranging them on the internet.
Did you have any fun?
Rarely.
It was just an
pretty
ordeal.
Unpleasant. Yeah.
She says the pressure of Ned having to prove himself was grueling. Nora was surprised that many women had no interest in a soft, vulnerable man.
My prejudice was that the ideal man is a woman in a man's body. And I learned, no, that's really not. There are a lot of women out there who really want a manly man.
It's facts! It's facts! It's not facts. These facts are not facts.
This is why I be telling niggas, bro, stop taking advice from women, bro. Because women be lying. All they do is lie. They say things that they think sounds good, but realistically, these things are terrible fucking ideologies. Women want men to be weak, but then when you get a weak man, a woman doesn't respect him. And then it's his fault for being a weak man, even though society is telling men to be weak because that's what a woman wants. But that's not what y'all want.
Most women don't know the male struggle whatsoever. They think that they know, but the reality is they really don't know the existence for most men.
Correct.
A lot of girls think that men have privilege, men have, you know, this amazing advantage over them or whatever. Actually, a feminist went ahead and did an experiment where she was a man for, I think, 18 months to 2 years.
So cool.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
She did a whole documentary on it. She thought men had it easy, and she was a man for 2 years, and she ended up committing suicide because the existence was just so terrible and much harder than she thought it would be. And, you know, and I'm not saying this, oh my God, feel sorry for me. I'm just saying that women lack empathy for the male experience. And the reason why I say that, and actually it's a good thing, is because women overwhelmingly initiate divorce. They overwhelmingly initiate breakups. They leave guys and they are able to get over those breakups much faster than men are.
Women
are much more likely to try to commit suicide. And men are much more likely to kill themselves. And the reason for that is that men use lethal force and women don't. Now that's a big difference. Okay, so then you say, well, women manifest aggression towards themselves and to others, but they don't use lethal force. They don't use physical force the same way men do. So they have to do it some other way.
Why do they have to do something some other way?
Because people are aggressive. It isn't that I think that.
Well,
it's that the clinical literature indicates that. It isn't that I think it.
Well, I'm not interviewing the clinical literature. I'm interviewing you. What do you think?
Well, I'm a psychologist and a scientist, and I tend to base my opinions on what I've read in the broad, relevant clinical literature. I'm not making this stuff up. I studied antisocial behavior for like 15 years. I'm actually quite an expert on it.
Bro, this is why men hate getting into conversation with women, bro. Because women say such idiotic things. Like, men live in a fact-based world. So anything we say has to be capable of being proven. Women, they speak on their feelings. What do you think? Jordan Peterson is telling her facts. Factual information that he studied over and over and over again for years. She's here like, I don't care about the information. I'm asking you what you think. What I think is based off of the information because I live in a fact-based world. I need true facts to create a narrative. I can't just create a narrative off of my feelings. That's why I hate getting in conversation with women, bro, because they're so stupid when they talk.
A woman who disguised herself as a man to find out how it is to live as a man committed due to the psychological scars of how difficult life was as a man. Nora Vincent, the author of Self-Made Man, has died by assisted. She was a radical feminist who believed men lived on easy mode and tried to prove it by disguising herself as a man for 2 years. Instead, what she found out is that men actually have it very hard, and wrote a book about her experience. In fact, the experience was so bad that she had to stop after 18 months because she was starting to hate women due to how bad the women treated her when she believed she was a man. It left her with psychological scars, which accelerated the end of her life.
It's a very sad story.
It is a sad story.
But it does paint a picture about the world.
You know, the funny thing to me is, like, every time a guy speaks his mind, women are always like, oh, you're just a misogynist who hates women and da-da-da-da-da. But here y'all got proof of a woman that started hating women because she was on the other side of it, capable of seeing how women treat men. And I'm like, women don't get this, bro. If y'all were in our shoes, you would hate you too.
Men or women, who has a harder life?
Women.
Women have a harder life?
Yeah. Woman. Yeah. Woman.
Why?
Because we have to deal with inequality for a long time and currently do so as well.
What do men have that women don't?
Basic human rights.
Which right do?
For instance, payments. And you guys have free, I'm not gonna say what it is, but we don't have like the same access, for instance, to birth control. Like our
men have access to birth control?
No, Viagra. For instance, your medical plan covers that, and my medical plan doesn't cover birth control.
That's why I hate hearing women talk, because nothing these females say is ever true or doesn't even make any sense. She's like, human rights. We don't even have basic human rights. What the fuck do you mean? What possible human rights do you not have? They don't even say shit that makes sense, bro. You don't even say shit, but they're like, yo, as women, we don't actually have to make sense because we can say whatever and people are gonna still respect us. Like, it makes no fucking, what do you mean by human rights? What human rights do you not get? That makes no fucking sense. Then she talks about birth control. Women have far more birth control than men do. And what do you talk about my plan covers birth control for me? When has my plan ever covered that? They say lies. Lies after lies after lies because a woman does not actually have to make sense.
The irony is not lost on Nora that it took a trip into manhood to help her appreciate her own femininity.
I'm so much closer to myself than I ever was, that I really like me. I really like being me, and I really like being a woman. Men are suffering. They have different problems than women have, but they don't have it better. They need our sympathy, they need our love, and they need each other more than anything else. They need to be together.
Do you think women understand what it's like to be a man?
Not at all. No clue. No idea.
Did you like being a woman before, Ned?
I did, but I like it more now because I think it's more of a privilege.
But yeah, guys, that's just typical woman shit, isn't it? Woman claims something that's untrue, tries to prove it, realizes that she's full of shit. You know the thing I find funny about this is that she couldn't even go back to being a female after, because she realized women are so mean. She couldn't look at women the same anymore. She had to kill herself. Do you realize how crazy that is? She realized that women, the same people that she was trying to defend in the beginning of this entire thing, she realized that women are so mean that she couldn't even look at women the same again after that moment. She couldn't even go back to being a woman and things be normal because she realizes women are so fucking evil at times. She killed herself because she realized how evil women are. Do you guys realize that? I've never thought, oh my God. People don't understand how crazy that is, bro. A woman that dressed up as a man to interact with other women realized that women are so fucking evil and terrible people that she killed herself. She couldn't even go back to being a woman after. She killed herself. And women still are gonna stand out here and yell, we're the ones oppressed. Men don't got nothing ready. Y'all don't even think.
You're fighting so you can watch everyone around you die. Think!
If y'all ever was in our shoes, you would kill yourself. Oh my God, man. It's sad because, dude, nobody wants to see people killing themselves due to a hard life, but women don't understand how hard it is out here for men.
Sooner or later, there comes a point in a man's life when he's got to face some facts. And one fact I got to face is that whatever it is that women like, I ain't got it. I chased after enough girls in my life. I went to enough dances. I got hurt enough. I don't want to get hurt no more. I just called up a girl this afternoon. I got a real brush off, boy. I figured I was past the point of being hurt, but that hurt. Some stupid woman who I didn't even want to call up. She gave me the brush. No, Ma, I don't want to go to Stardust Ballroom because all that ever happened to me there was girls made me feel like I was a bug. I got feelings, you know. I had enough pain. No thanks, Ma.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Shit. I'm just gonna do another one. All right, man. Yo, YouTube. It's your boy Walt, man, and we're checking out another video. Hey, y'all, you know what it is. Wally G, back again, streaming on him. Better come through 3 to 7 on Rumble.